Well, first of all, we got to ask, congratulations on the win last week. And I know you took a couple shots, and you said bumps and bruises with that back. But how's the back feeling right now?
I feel okay.
Feels okay.
I mean, a little sore, but nothing too serious.
I know. I mean, you've certainly been in the program for a while, but it's probably the first time you've taken this kind of extensive beating or hits, and probably since maybe junior college. I know you made the one start in 12, but is this maybe the most physical beating you've taken, really, since maybe junior college? Is that fair?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, junior college I got banged up a little bit, but it's part of the game.
I know it's part of the game, but when you haven't gone through it in a while, is it hard to kind of get used to? I mean, I'm sure it's not like you're looking to try to take those hits, but is that kind of something, just another thing to get used to and adapt to? Is just the physicality, and you're going to take some hits. Has it been kind of hard?
Yeah. The first week or so, I was kind of excited. I'm like, I'm sore, just like high school, It's kind of cool. I'm playing. So I guess as it goes on, as the season progresses, just I guess another element you kind of take into consideration.
Has it affected you in any way, Colby, as far as just like a back when you're moving around or making throws or anything? Has it affected you at all, or is it just or when you're out in the game and blood's flowing and the game's going, you probably don't even think about it, or has it? I guess.
Yeah, you don't really think about it until
treatment the next day.
Until the next day when you're walking around all sore. So, like I said, it's nothing serious, so it's nothing too painful.
Right. Is it when you go into a game like this? Obviously, another nationally ranked team. They're very good. They run similar schemes as you guys. Obviously, there's some. They're a top 10 team for a reason. But just knowing the schemes, or at least fairly similar, does that help at all getting ready for them this week, or does that really matter?
I think it matters more for an offensive lineman. Their secondary isn't a whole lot like ours.
Okay.
They do a lot more press coverage on the outsides and their quarters look and stuff like that. So I think from the lineman standpoint, the D line and the linebackers, I think that'll be a good takeover from camp and the games we have played.
I was talking to Coach Vegan earlier. Like the first drive against Montana, the opener, went right down and scored, and then the offense kind of sputtered. Last week against Florida Atlantic, went right down and scored, and then had some issues. Even at Oregon, you went on that 98-yard drive and scored. I don't want you. Obviously, you want to start well, but how do you kind of? I know you're not going to be able to score touchdowns on every single drive, but how do you kind of build that momentum from opening drives to kind of be more consistent throughout the game, so maybe you don't have to come back at 15 seconds left and try to get a win? How do you try to build that consistency, I guess, throughout the game?
Yeah, just we got to be more consistent, like you keep saying. I think putting ourselves in a position to be more successful in third down. I think at times this past week we were in third and long a few times. Ideally we'd like to be in third and short. So I think that will help our third down conversion, and if we can stay on the field longer, we can sustain more drives and be more consistent. So I think it starts with that, just making sure we get positive yards each play. And then when it comes down to third down, we're in third and manageable, third and short, where you got a high percentage of converting, as opposed to throwing a completion or something, and kind of get those yards. So we're in third and long.
Do you think too, and this maybe sounds silly, that when you had that success on those early drives, not that you get overconfident, but do you think that that was pretty easy, and maybe the focus, not maybe with you, or just on a couple areas maybe lacks a little bit, and that maybe hurts you? Like the fast starts kind of hurt you in a way. I mean, again, not that you're going to purposely go out and not try to do something on your first drive of the game, but do you think that's maybe after having success early, maybe some of that focus goes away a little bit, or have you noticed anything like that? Or
I don't think so. I think I don't think it's a mental thing where we score so fast, this will be easy, let's relax. No, I don't think it's like that at all. I think that we just got to find a way to have more drives like we do in those first few drives.